What is up, people? It is me, Monster58. Welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XVI. Previously, we ended up doing a few side quests. We did one main side quest back at the new hideaway. Then we also ended up doing some notorious marks. We ended up beating Belphegor as well as Arna, I believe, one of the, or otherwise known as the Angel of Death, one of Benedictus' spawns. I'll be able to kill both of them, get some favor, get some items, and then we started to make our way towards Port Isolde, with the intent of trying to meet up with our Uncle Byron Rossfield there to use his boats so we can get to Drake's Fang. But on the way, we ended up running into some black shields in the Rosarian village of Amber, and unfortunately, well, the black shields ended up getting to this part of the part of Rosaria called Old Hill, and unfortunately, one of the most grim scenes of this game, seeing a bunch of bears just hung in the middle of this town, and so. Let's make some quick time, because if the Black Shields, just like Jill said, are this far south, then...
View at bridge. No, I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
That they might have already made their way to Port Isolde, and we need to get there. So, without further ado, let's make our way over. Alrighty, it looks like at least there's some level of peace here.
I did, Mummy. I could hear him shouting from down the road.
Hush, no. You didn't hear nothing.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
Fair warning, this might be split into a couple of recording sessions. Not exactly sure yet. With the limited time I do have, I'm just trying to record what I can while I can. But just to let you guys know, might be the case. So, enemies for fun. Alright, it looks like we saw something down there too. Giant crab and some an item right here. The one thing I'll tell you about this little area right over here, by the way, is that there is absolutely, I think 1 or 2 notorious marks that pop up here. I think it was like a duo, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But that's not until fairly late into the game, but I just want to let you know this beach is the site of a notorious mark fight. So just keep this in mind while you're going through, because very clearly they want you to come back here. Very nice. I think he got one. Is this guy alive? No, he's dead. Okay. Got some XP, got a little bit of ability points. We're getting up there. Once we hit 1,000 is when I'll take a look at our abilities again and see what I want to level up. For now, we're still good, though, on the level ups for the abilities. Another stupid one of these guys. Alrighty. Looks like there's some, like, Rosarian refugees, essentially, which is really sad. Even though this is technically Rosaria, right? They look like they've been ripped from their homes. Let's see if we can find out why.
Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
Boy. Alrighty. Got some more crabs down here. Got an item we can pick up. Let's take care of these guys real quick. Alrighty, not too bad whatsoever. Got rid of those guys, got some nice XP, a little bit extra ability points. Cannot complain about that. Ooh.
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
I didn't mention this, we did get a fast travel point to Old Hill, just so you guys, just in case you guys didn't notice.
Let us pass! The children are starving! Have mercy! Voice-rinsed dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
Oh, get enough for
Bandits in this bastards! Those crystals belong to us all! I said, where were you, filth? Back to your stalls! Cut you down where you stand! Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. And Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
Alright, well we gotta get into the Lazarus, see if we can get into the city that way. If I'm not mistaken, can I... Okay. There we go.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Well, here we go. Alright, looks like I got rid of these guys. Looks like it wasn't abandoned. Who would have guessed? Do this. That. Get this guy. That guy's dead. Not too bad whatsoever. Luckily, we have a lot of abilities that get rid of waves of enemies. That's why I tell you, if you look at Phoenix Cyclone, dude, Phoenix Cyclone does a lot more than you think it would in most situations. Just Rising Flames, to me, doesn't do as much unless you're in, like, a one-on-one boss fight.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
Blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Huh? Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord. But in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we.
Make ready.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves Shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Well, it's really nice to see that Sir Wade survived the night at Phoenix Gate.
That's the Archduke's son.
In the flesh. Saw him once when I was your age. He had that same look in his eyes.
Yes, sir.
What is it you require?
Alright, so nothing there. Nope. Ooh, those are nice. We can probably pick those up.
Of course, my lord.
Nope. Nah. And nay. And now we can sell these.
Our thanks, my lord.
Very nice. Okay, but yes, nice to see Sir Wade survive despite the fact that he thought we died, and honestly thought that he died too initially playing through the game. So very nice character to run across to have as another ally once again. So, all right, let's talk to Wade.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buick Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Alden have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Alright. Throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined by various members of various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. So now we have Wade with us. I believe is... Please don't tell me that there are side quests. I was going to say, there's got to be no side quests. Like, that would be so stupid in this situation. But regardless, let's make our way for Buick Bridge, just like we were there before. So, we can't fast travel, so we just got to kind of move towards that area. So, without further ado, let's once again work with Sir Wade. Thank you, sir.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Yep, it was just no shocker there. But we really have to also understand what the hell our mother is on. It's actually crazy what she is doing. She's an actual nutcase.
Come along now. Bastards are lucky I didn't.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Alright, Sir Wade, command granted. Let's go and fight. I'm down.
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame! For Azaria!
For Azaria!
Challenge accepted.
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Buddy, you're gonna die even halfway through your frickin' speech. Get the hell out, idiot. What are you doing? Bro thought he was him. He was not him. None of them are him. Boom! Alright, and that guy is dead.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another one to fight their battle for them.
And here we go. We'll let Jill and Wade take care of that. We'll try and take care of the Wyvern. Nice. Nice.
More dragons.
The Imperials aren't taking any chances.
Very nice.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, You have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Alright, another Dragoon, essentially. This guy, I don't think he really does that much different. He's a little stronger, obviously, considering how far we are in the game at this point, but... Oh, I missed that timing. Oh, ow, I screwed up there. Oh, come on. Come down here. Nice. Nice parry. Do this. Nice. Nice.
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him?
Alright, come on, buddy. Oh, ow, that hurt. Nice. Oh, come on, I screwed that up. I suck. Oh, we didn't pull him down. I suck. Nice. Oh, no, come on. I was looking to counter that. I was just... Oh, God, I hate myself. Alright, we're good. You just do that, and we're gonna do this. This and this. This and this. There we go. Very nice. Okay, I kind of screwed up a good chunk of that fight, but we're good to go. Yeah, I just need to time better. Ugh, that was annoying.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it. As we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Alrighty. Able to get that done. Able to get rid of the black shields, and hopefully for the time being, like they said, hopefully they leave these people alone. They're just trying to live, man.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the Mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right to guess, my uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster?
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us, then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Okay, guys, so I think that's actually a good place to end. When it comes to the story, I didn't think we'd get this far and I'd be able to record it like this, but I actually recorded it within the time frame that I had the free time. And so, in this episode, we were able to finally make our way to Port Isolde, finally made our way to be able to link up with Uncle Byron, and now we have a ship to be able to head to Drake's Fang. And so, we learned about a lot about the Black Shields, about what they've been doing to Rosaria, so now it's time to speak with everyone and see what their thoughts are, and we can get a move on. So, next time on Final Fantasy XVI, we'll be completing some side quests, then we'll move on with the story as we know it, and so I hope you guys look forward to that. So I thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. Please like, comment, rate, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Also, follow me on the socials. Those will be linked in the description below. And with that, guys, once again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this episode, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace.
High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives.